Wooden Railway Adventures, Episode 9, Season 3, Episode 24 in my whole series, The Gresley Brothers Mix Up. One day, Gordon came back from the works with a different shape. Oh, with indignity, he said. This shape seems a lot more awkward, he said. I wish Sir Topham Hatt would actually have faith in me, and he's going off giving me awkward shapes. Well, Gordon, said Edward, coming up, you look a lot more like a Gresley, like Flying Scotsman. Well, not looking like a Gresley was my one feature, but now, I'm just like the others. No, you aren't, Gordon, said Edward. You're boastful and selfish, laughed Edward. Nobody else has these traits, and Edward raced off laughing. Ugh, Gordon groaned, and he rolled off to find Sir Topham Hatt. Gordon gave up and came back to the docks. Oh, don't be sad, Gordon, said his driver. I'll call him up on my telly. All right, you better, said Gordon. All right, Topham, yes. Okay, so he said this would be a nice surprise because Scotsman is leaving. He couldn't afford him to keep him anymore. What? Said Gordon. But then he saw two tenders rolling off. What? I can't even say goodbye to him? Said Gordon. The points were jammed, and Gordon was stuck in that siding. Oh, Gordon, don't panic, said Cranky. Why do I not panic? He's my brother. And I've lost all my brothers, said the voice. What? Asked Gordon, and he looked up. He saw a pannier tank being lifted down onto the ground. Who are you? I'm Montague. Call me Duck, said Duck. So Topham had bought other engines, and he bought this engine because he could afford him. All right, said Gordon. You want me to assist you on the search to find Flying Scotsman? Of course, Duck, said Gordon. Suddenly, Spencer came up and banged Duck off to the side. Hey, why do you do that? Asked Gordon. Ugh, grand engine coming through. Ugh, now you've broken Duck's back wheels. Why do I care? Asked Spencer. Because you're an engine on this railway and now you are stuck. Well, then you move, Gordon. Well, I need to get steamed. Well, I don't have enough time, said Spencer. He tried to push Gordon out of the way, but his front two wheels and his back tender wheels ended up derailing. Now look at what you've done, said Gordon. After the situation was cleaned up, Duck and Spencer left. Ugh, and Duck wasn't able to help me. He had to go to the works with Spencer, said Gordon sadly. But then a friendly whistle came up. What's the matter, Gordon? Asked Henry. Oh, we're just Flying Scotsman. He's leaving the island, and I haven't got to say bye. I know that feeling. I've lost my old brother Cloven, and I wasn't able to say bye. He's probably working on the other railway, having fun with the diesels. Oh, said Gordon. And he quickly puffed off to try to find Flying Scotsman. Oh, said Henry, scheming. This gives me an idea. And he rolled off. Meanwhile, at the works, zzz, shiny red coat of paint. It looks like James is having another round of his beauty sleep here, said Henry. I thought I could ask for extra tenders, or Henry saw James's tender. That will do, he said. He then happily went into the turntable. He asked the workmen to get the tender there, and then he raced off with James's tender. Then suddenly James woke up. Ah! Where's my tender? Oh, I'll tell on you, workmen. And Victor will surely fire you. No, we didn't do it. No, we didn't do it, said the workman coming up. Henry stole your tender. What? Gordon was resting at the docks when a large two-tendered green engine raced past. Oh, that must be Scotsman. Oh, glory. He mustn't have left the island, said Gordon, and he quickly left to follow Scott. It was a whole wild goose chase. So he rolled around across the island. How Gordon followed. Handel, do you see Scotsman? Yeah, I think I saw a two-tendered engine run past here. Handel. Thank you, said Gordon, and he rolled off. Unfortunately for Henry, Gordon is much faster than him, so Gordon came up. Henry, what are you doing with James's tender? You got fooled by me, Henry. Oh, said Gordon sadly. So it means Scotsman is gone. No, he hasn't, said a voice, and Scotsman rolled up. Hurrah, 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 said Gordon. Nice to see you, said Henry awkwardly. Oh, said Scotsman, seeing. Henry, looks like you've disguised as me, said Flying Scotsman. And yes, Henry, you have made a fool out of me, so I will be disgraced for a day or so. Laughed Henry. And good news, Gordon, said an unknown person gave Sir Topham Hatt a lot of money. Who was that? I don't know. Like I said, unknown. Well, I thank him, said Gordon. Yes, I would surely have been scrapped the second I had my wheels over to the other railway, said Flying Scotsman. I used to be jealous of you. Your two tenders and all, said Gordon. I used to be jealous too, said Henry. But we're happy you are staying, both said. Well, I gotta get some shut-eye from also running around the island, said Scotsman. And he rolled off to Tidwit Sheds. And yes, I gotta go return this tender to its rightful owner. And I have to, go to Duck, said Gordon, rolling off. Then he came back. Wait a minute, said Gordon. He saw a worker in the yard. And the worker said, I have a feeling I'm doing something for you, Gordon. Yes, of course. Can you please, fix this weird look? Of course, Gordon, whatever you say. Ha ha ha, said Gordon. And he was really happy with that.